Okay, is it on? It should be on. Okay, I had to make sure it was popping up on Instagram. Um, y'all give me a second because I'm still trying to get the word out. These peeps. It took me a little bit longer because of some technical difficulties I was dealing with my phone. But we are live, these peeps. And tonight I'm going to drop the link. So for those that want to join on screen, I will bring you on here shortly. Y'all give me a second because a few people had asked me to text them when I started to go live. So thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all bear with me just a brief moment. Un momento, por favor. Give me 1 second. It seems like when I go live later in the evenings, more people be tuning in. Give me 1 second. Yeah, my phone. I keep forgetting we're still in this retrograde. I want to say Jupiter. Hell, I can't remember. But I know we're still in this retrograde. And the retrograde energy have been retrograding today. But everything is going to be everything. Give me 1 second. Making sure I texted everybody. I posted it all on all three of my Instagram pages and my Facebook page and TikTok. Shout out to my DzPeepz tonight. So I literally have 5011 subscribers. Actually, 50, what is it? 5015 now, I believe. That had me cracking up when I seen that earlier. The actual 5011 subscribers. So yes, shout out to my new DzPeepz that subscribed last night and today. Shout out to everybody who's been tuning in. Shout out to Queen Jaguar Wright. I hope she sees and joins this live tonight. Y'all give me a second. I'm just trying to make sure it has posted. Cause see, I can't never tell on Instagram on the app. Like it's showing me on the browser, but it's not showing me on the app if it's actually. Thank y'all for bearing with me. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to my other page. For those who haven't, you can follow me on Instagram. It's the same tag at Just D Show. And you can follow me on my Facebook page as well as on my TikTok page. You can also follow my studios page, which is D as in David, M as in Mary, P like Paul, studios, the number 1, all together. Because like I told y'all before, I am an editor and a multimedia producer. So like I literally just edited the thumbnail that I'm using for tonight on my phone and then took the thumbnail and edited into the short video that I've posted to all of my social media pages. Okay. All right. It looks like the word is out. All right. So now I can focus. So again, what's up? What's up? What's up, DzPeepz? Thank y'all again for tuning in. And I definitely want to start out my live giving a shout out to Jaguar. Thank you so much, Queen, for jumping in my live last night and joining in the commentary and communicating down in the comments. It was an honor and a pleasure to be able to speak with you. And I'm very grateful that your son, Giovanni, showed up. That was crazy, but in a good way, getting the channeled messages from him to give you. So, Queen, if you are able or if you have tuned in, tonight. Thank you so much for your support. I was able to catch Jaguar on another YouTube live that popped up in my feed when I was editing the video clip, the short that I'll be posting tomorrow, because I'm not done editing. I was actually capturing footage from the Orlando Brown and Jaguar Wright original interview, because as I told y'all before, there's been a lot of audio issues, and I had to remember there were just 5 planets in retrograde, but YouTube also recently updated their apps, so there's a problem within the codec and the encoder for the audio, and it's not even just my streams, y'all. It's everybody's who I have been watching. Thank you so much. Please forgive me. I cannot pronounce your name, so I'm going to refer to you as AW. Thank you so much for tuning in, AW. I don't want to butcher your name, so help me with the pronunciation so that I don't. Yesterday's show. Yeah, so I'm actually editing last night's live into a short, but I'm also taking the original. um Oh, I'm so tired, y'all. Still, forgive me. My brain just left me. The original video from Real Life Productions that shows Jaguar singing with Orlando, because there were so many audio issues, I'm going to take that footage and edit that into a short so y'all can clearly hear the two of them singing, because they sound absolutely amazing. So definitely I'll be uploading and I'll be editing tomorrow and uploading that content and that footage. And I will definitely tag Jaguar in that as well. But the live that I caught earlier this evening, I forget, I need to look up and see the name of that YouTube channel, because it popped up in my feed and I caught the tail end of their live. And I just want to give a shout out, like I said, Jaguar, because she really does be talking real shit. And of course, when you start speaking spirituality, like she said, the small-minded people, those who, you know, those whose third eye has not opened, again, have been conditioned to fear what they don't understand. So, they were in there calling her a witch and saying all kind of just stupid shit. And I just want to give Jaguar a shout out, because I completely understand what you were saying during that live. And it was a complete spiritual resonance that we are aligned for a reason. And, because people have called me a dark witch and all the stupid shit because of me speaking my truth about my gifts. Just like last night, those of y'all that tuned in saw I received channeled messages as a psychic medium, and my gifts have intensified, especially over these past few months, and most definitely since the full moon. So, like I said, I completely understand what she was saying, and I'm very grateful for her. Y'all give me a second, because because it's not showing me the name of this channel, and I know it's gonna start the video out with sound. So give me just a second, because I want to. They always playing. They always doing this bullshit with these damn ads. Y'all give me a second, because I want to get the name of this channel. Because all I'm seeing is that it was a fundraiser. Let me see. What's the name of this channel here? Oh, it's called Too Strong. Okay. So the channel that I caught the live she was in earlier this evening is called at Too Strong. Y'all can look them up. Let me share the screen right quick so I can show y'all their channel. Because see, I'm not a hater. If I catch, a good video or live on another person's channel, I will show y'all so that y'all can see it. So hopefully y'all can see this screen. It's called Too Strong. It looks like Dash Fair Media. And this is the live that she was basically on this panel. And I caught like the last, I think maybe 15, 20 minutes, maybe, I don't know, between like 15 and 30 minutes of that live that I caught tonight. So again, shout out to Jag, shout out to my viewers, shout out to my DzPeepz. Thank you so much, Joy, for tuning in. And definitely, y'all, I will be dropping the link tonight. So, y'all will be able to come on screen and we can, join in and chop it up. I did figure out how to get that. So let me go ahead and drop that link into the chat or into the comments. Let's see. Okay. I believe y'all should be able to see the link there in the chat. Let me go ahead and post it. Okay. So this is the link you'll need to go to. You can sign in on your mobile browser. My first time coming on screen was when I was watching Tisa Tales. Shout out to Tisa Tales. When I was watching her videos, what was it, last year, I believe? And that's how I even found out about StreamYard. She had, dropped the link in her chat and we were able to come on screen. So you don't necessarily have to come on camera. I'm not on camera because I'm tired as hell, y'all. Like by the time I got off the live last night, it was about close to 3 a.m. And then I think I fell asleep close to 4 and then woke up. The first time my alarm went off at 6 and then it went off at 7. So I've had all of about 2.5 to 3 hours of sleep, which also explains why my energy I ain't got the patience for the bullshit tonight. I love to see y'all in the chat talking to each other. So yes, anybody that wants to jump on with me, you definitely can. I am going to be showing y'all some things tonight. So, as y'all can see with the thumbnail that I uploaded, we are going to be talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce and Aleister Crowley, as well as, oh Lord, my brain is tired. Let me get the name because I want to make sure I got the name right. Hold on right quick. Okay. Anton LaVey. Okay. Yeah, I had to get the first name. I knew the last name was LaVey. So we will be talking about that tonight. And again, for those that want to join on screen, simply click the link in the comments. You can sign in on your mobile browser. I believe it'll ask you to upload a photo for your avatar. Unless you just want to come on camera. If you want to come on camera, you can. See, when I'm tired like this and know I look tired and feel rough, I initially was going to come on camera because I even picked my afro out. But then I was like, bruh, I am sleepy and I look sleepy. And I didn't feel like going and doing the makeup and glamming up and all of that. So we in here tonight, DzPeepz. Again, shout out to all of my new subscribers. I want to thank every single person who has been watching my videos and my content. Getting very, very close to my goal for my monetization, which I called in during the full moon, to be monetized before the end of the month on my YouTube channel. So I'm calling in financial abundance, calling in multiple streams of infinite income, calling in healing, calling in others to be healed for their third eye to be opened so that people will stop, as Jaguar said on that live earlier tonight. She said, you small-minded people, because, of course they had so many questions for her. And a lot of people have questioned her as to the video that went viral when she was arrested on live and she threw her son's ashes onto the very men who had attacked her. And see, again, I've been following Jaguar. She mentioned tonight on that live, did y'all see what happened that led up to that moment? They literally did attack her. I remember it. She's a female that 3 men tackled and put hands on and hogtied and made her out to be crazy, and then carted her off to a mental institute where she was forced to take medication. And see, I have a sister who was diagnosed with bipolar schizophrenia in her teenage years, who had to be admitted to a mental hospital. And I know exactly firsthand how it is when people want to convince you that you're crazy. Now, some people do need the mental institution. My sister unfortunately did, because she became a danger to herself and others. I honestly don't believe that Jaguar needed that. That was an attack on her because she was exposing the truth about Jay-Z and Diddy back then. She's been talking about it for the past few years. Thank you so much for tuning in, Sister Shonda. I appreciate every viewer tonight. As I told them earlier, for those that want to join on screen tonight, you can. I've dropped the link in the comments. So simply click the link or type the link in your mobile browser, and you'll be able to be on screen with me tonight. You can choose to be on camera or not. If not, then you can upload an avatar as I have, and still actually join it on screen, and we can chop it up that way. If you don't want to be typing forever and a day in the comments in the chat, we can actually verbally communicate. But as I said, the reason that, and I know this is divinely aligned for Jaguar and I to have connected, because I've been following her, as I told y'all, from the first time I saw her on Storm Monroe's lives a few years ago. And I followed her after that, even after, seeing her on Storm's channel. And I was following the channel that she had that got taken down. And my heart bled for her when they locked her up in the mental institute and they arrested her, made her out to be crazy because of her passion, her passionate way of exposing the truth about, Jay-Z and the corruption and Diddy. And that's why I chose to put together the thumbnail that I put together tonight. I chose to welcome Joy. I chose those particular images and created that thumbnail. And I screen record, because I do all my editing on my phone. I screen recorded myself making a thumbnail and creating the reel that I use, that I uploaded. Jaguar is not crazy, y'all. Jaguar's third eye is completely opened. And her spiritual practices that people are calling dark witchcraft. I mean, they was all in the comments, all in the chat, going in on her, and no weapon formed against me bullshit. And I have to call it what it is, because me coming from a religious background, being a former preacher's daughter, bishop's niece, I fully understand and overstand that there's so many that are still asleep who see spirituality as evil, especially African spirituality, which, if anyone has actually done the research on slavery, Africans had spirituality before they were brought over to America and colonized and conditioned to believe the fallacy of the Caucasian Christ. Yeshua was now renamed Jesus and painted in the image of white superiority and by white supremacists, who were the very ones that enslaved the slaves. Willie Lynch was one of the main ones. I was in literally high school passing out printouts of the Willie Lynch letter. Let's make a nigger Christian. That is a real actual book you can read. And when I came across it in the library, not at the school library, at the public library, I was shocked. The term light skin and dark skin came from Willie Lynch, who was indeed not only a slave master, but a high-ranking Mason. Masonry definitely goes all the way back to the very first president. I'm going to show y'all proof of that tonight. I have tons of receipts from research I've been doing over this past week. The very first Bible, the King James Bible that so many of us have been given in these churches, especially the Black churches, um, was founded by Freemasons. And President, let me find that link because I'm actually show y'all what I'm talking about. It's not just no shit that I'm making up. Like it's relating to the research I've done since my teenage years. It all makes sense. Wait, is this the one? And y'all welcome Joy to the platform. Joy, shout out to you, Queen. Thank you so much for tuning in.
How are you, love?
I am blessed and tired.
Oh, I understand. I'm a little tired myself,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
I am here and ready to just pull up a chair and listen to what all you have to offer us tonight.
And I appreciate that. And I welcome you to also bring any knowledge and opinions that you have. As I told you, we was gonna chop it up, girl. We gonna
Yes,
chop it up.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We gonna chop it up because this connection is definitely divinely aligned. Um, let me give me 1 second, First President, because I thought I had. So all the research I did this week, I had bookmarked, and there it is, George Washington's inaugural Bible. There it is, and this was the one page that I forgot to send to my email. Okay, y'all, I'm about to share screen and show y'all what I'm talking about. Shout out to everybody tuning in tonight. And I just want to, before I even share the screen, I have to address this because I know for a fact Jaguar at some point will see this live. I hope she joins in. I'm not sure what her schedule is today. I know she had a lot going on with the other live, and she waited till the very end to answer people's questions when they were like, why did you throw ashes on them people? And I remember at the end of, I hope y'all had a chance to go watch the actual original interview between Jaguar and Orlando on the Real Life Productions page. Even Orlando asked her, he said, Mom, why did you throw them ashes, my brother's ashes, on the men? And I can understand why she didn't want to publicly say it because of the ridicule from those who are still asleep. So when the Bible talks about the dead in Christ, y'all, the dead in Christ are those that claim to be Christians. When Christ, once again, never claimed Christianity. Christ never was a Christian. Christ was just human and divine, walking this earth, walking in the energy of Christ, the energy of the Most High. So the dead in Christ shall rise. That means you are rising to your pineal gland. That's what your third eye is, opening. And when that third eye opens and you start to see and you understand, which means that you inwardly understand from your soul, from your spirit, that there is more beyond the veil than what they have told us. That is when those who are still asleep, that mental conditioning of fear kicks in, and they start to call spirituality, especially African spirituality, evil, when in fact, I told y'all about that on my last few lives, that yes, those of us who are chosen by God, the true chosen, when you walk in God's energy, you are the walking, living God on this earth. Therefore, yes, you can say you are the God on this earth. Now, this is not to be confused with the Luciferian "do as thou wilt." I'm my own God. No, it's literally carrying the energy of the Most High as you walk this earth. That's literally what Christ did. Christ walked in the energy of God. That's why Christ was called the Son of God. So if you consider yourself to be a Christian, then that means you're carrying the energy of God on this earth. Therefore, you can call yourself a son or daughter of God, or even say, I'm the living God, I'm the living truth walking this earth. And that's where you have to get to a place of inner standing. And see, Jaguar, when she said, the reason I call Beyonce a witch is because it takes one to know one. Well, I've told people before, there's good and evil witches, y'all. I mean, and witch is no more than a term of just inner understanding of the earth, in the energy of earth. This earth is made of air, fire, water, air, and earth. Those are the four elements that create this planet. So just all that means is that you have a full understanding and knowledge of those energies. Does not mean, oh, I'm sacrificing animals and, you know, sending demons after people. No, but you can call upon angels of light and dark to work on your behalf for your highest good. You can call upon your ancestors. And God told me to speak this because of the fear of those who I've recently had conversations in real life who have feared that, you know, well, why would I pray to my ancestors? Your ancestors are your relatives who have died, like my father, my uncle, my grandparents, my auntie, you know, my babies, even. Those that have passed on are literally your ancestors. They will aid and assist you. And mine are always with me. In fact, my spiritual friend, shout out to Big Red, when we hung out, she saw them. She said, I see so many of your angels around you. Joy, do me a favor, mute your mic because it's giving echo feedback. And then when you get ready to talk, just to pull your mute off. But she even said, I see your ancestors around you. That's not an evil thing. That's what you want to embrace. And when I died and went to heaven and came back, that's what the angels in heaven told me. And you know, one of my homegirls was like, "Well, that's not in the Bible." I said, "Well, baby, that Bible you read has been edited and reconstructed, and I'm about to show y'all this." Enjoy. Anytime you do want to speak, just take yourself off and mute, my love.
Oh,
Um,
no problem. I'm just sitting back, soaking up
now
all
I'm about
the
to
information.
thank you, my love. Now this I'm about to show y'all is about to blow your mind. Okay. George Washington's inaugural Bible. So y'all know George Washington was the first president and very much so a Mason. As a matter of fact, let me bring up the receipts for those that don't believe. I'm about to show y'all. Because every single president is a Mason. Every single president. And believe it or not,
Obama, Obama's a Mason too?
oh, every last one of them.
Yeah, oh, okay. I can believe that.
Like literally every last one of
Yeah.
them.
It's probably a requirement.
In fact, it is. That's
Yeah.
what I was about to say. In
Yeah.
fact, it is. Yeah, let me share this screen. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay. George Washington, the very first Mason, very first president. Mason sworn in at St. John's Lodge, number one, of the ancient York Masons. I mean, I discovered this, what, 12 years ago?
Wow.
I
Oh, that's the list. That's the list of the presidents, right?
thank you. Yep. These are
Yeah.
all the presidents, every last one of them. And if y'all want the link, if you want to do your own research, I'm about to post it in the comments because I'm about tired of people coming for people like me and Jaguar and everybody else because they're ignorant. Do your research and stop calling people evil because you're not informed.
Right.
And when I say you're, I mean these religious, hypocrites
Mhm.
that got the nerve. And see, I guarantee you, not one of these religious people that's swearing by the Bible have any idea. I mean, every last one of them.
Yeah, they don't do any deep diving.
Mm-mm.
Every most what I'm gonna put in hand quotes church goers
Yeah.
are very surface level. if you sit down and actually have a discussion or ask them to elaborate further, most cannot.
Exactly. And what they do is they get angry.
Oh, they get real angry.
Yeah,
And then that's when you know that it's totally not of God. Because
right.
I've had to actually stop women who call themselves, what's the word that they use in the apostolic faith for women?
Evangelist.
Evangelist. I've
Mhm.
actually had to stop evangelist from arguing with others about the word. And I'm like, wait a minute, love. What are we doing here? You
Right.
know, what are we doing? You do not have to argue the word. There's no reason why your vein is popping, why you are spewing at the mouth,
Mhm.
in a disdain type of way.
Right.
It wasn't passionate, bubbling with love about the word. You
Right.
don't have to do that. So, that's neither here or there. I don't want to go into a
No,
spill.
but that's what I'm saying. That's why I even brought you on. All of it's relevant
Yeah, for sure.
because that is the same reaction, especially me coming
Yeah.
from where I'm from. My family definitely ain't with the shits of me exposing this, but I'm not doing this for my family. I'm doing this to help set people free. And
Yeah.
even though they talk shit, they be watching my lives. Shout
Oh,
out to y'all, by the way, the relatives that be talking shit. I know y'all be watching my lives. I know you do. Because of
because
the things that I hear and the way that y'all act, and then what I've seen in the 5D. Y'all watch it every time I go live. You're probably on it right now. If you ain't on it right now, you go back and watch the replays. Just because y'all talking shit about me don't mean nothing. But let me tell you something. Our ancestors hear you, okay? And as much as I love y'all, be very careful how you handle the chosen. Because the ancestors are no respecter of persons. They will fuck even you up.
amen and amen.
Okay? So that's why I be praying for y'all every day.
Yes,
Because our direct ancestors and the ones that you don't know, we talking the ancestors that go all the way back to slavery, to spirituality. How do y'all think the slaves got through slavery? African spirituality, not Christianity. They actually rebelled against the conditioning of religion. The whole movement, the Catholicism movement into the slave yards, them spreading this false Roman version of Christianity. When again, there's nowhere in the Bible where Christ ever said, I'm a Christian. The word religion did not ever exist, still doesn't. You can't even find the word religion in the Bible. Think about that for a second.
hmm
Y'all be fighting against true knowledge and those of us that have it and calling us evil,
hmm
even though you are the ones following wickedness in witchcraft and mental conditioning.
Very much so. They are very
Very.
prejudiced.
Very.
They're some of the most prejudiced folk
And
walking.
the most hypocritical.
Oh
Be the
my
first
good.
ones be the first ones to judge those who actually have true knowledge, whose third eye has been opened.
hmm
And I had a conversation with a friend of mine. I love her, but I said, why are you judging gay people? How does whether or not those two men are a couple, how does that affect your life? How does
Right.
that affect your world? Let them people live. You don't have to agree with it. But you're not gonna be around me talking shit because I'm bisexual. So if you're judging them, you're judging me. But I'm not judgmental. That's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because your church and your religion has conditioned you. I'm not religious, but you're walking in the same energy. It's religion that has, that's what the angels told me when I went to heaven. Religion was literally created to create division,
Yeah.
to
Very.
control other people's minds and for profitable gain. Has nothing to do with heaven. It has nothing to do with going to heaven. And see, what I tell people when they want me to come join their religious groups or their spiritual groups, for what? For what? This is not cocky. This is my real life experience. I legitimately, literally died, went to heaven, and came back. You can't tell me nothing.
I know that's right.
If you have not had that experience, you have no true knowledge unless the Most High chooses you and gives you the knowledge.
Hmm.
Joy is chosen, for sure. For sure. She's chosen.
And I came here this way.
Thank you.
Meaning, it wasn't anything that I prayed for, asked for, learned about. I came here this way. I was born to a family where nobody went to church.
Mhm.
Nobody looked for any type of higher anything. There was never a discussion about any anything other than our four walls. But I've always had an ultimate desire of like, no, wait a minute,
Mhm.
something ain't right. You know,
Right.
and
Right.
I mean, I've been prophesied to not just from, people who would say that they're religious, but just folks who, like you say, have their third eye open, but may not use those particular terms. But just folks that know how to that can recognize energy. I have been stopped, dead stopped in the middle of Walmart and been prophesied to like
Mhm.
it. This is a real thing for me.
Right. And Joy, you have not come into your gift of prophecy yet, but you have
No,
it.
no, I don't. And it's a fear thing for me. I
That's the blockage.
Yeah,
You just spoke it. That's the
yeah,
blockage right there.
yeah.
Like when we
I
were,
know exactly what it is.
yeah, it's and it's honestly, it's understandable.
Yeah,
Again, it's
be,
the human conditioning of what if I'm, and you know what I had to finally accept, Joy? There are this entire planet and universe is frequency.
hmm.
Everything is frequency, positive or negative, good or
Yep,
bad.
yep,
Everything can be used for good or evil. It doesn't matter if you label it religion. It doesn't matter if you label it witchcraft. It doesn't matter if you label it spirituality. It doesn't matter what you label it. It's the intention that you have behind the frequency and the energy. So when people have called me a witch, I said, okay, now what?
right. Now,
Okay, you feel like I'm a witch. Now what? I'ma still prophesy to you. I'ma still pray for you. I'ma still speak truth to you. It is your own fear of what you don't understand and understand that causes the blockage that you will not hear the truth. Therefore, you remain asleep, as the Bible has said. Many are still asleep, but the
mhm,
dead in Christ shall rise. People have, I've heard about the rapture my whole life, the whole Left Behind series and the church teaching that, Jesus is coming back. The coming of Christ is your consciousness opening and awakening.
mhm,
Again, there's no such thing as a white man coming from the sky, because there is no white man that exists in the sky. And I can verify that from when I went to heaven. My one homegirl was like, well, the Bible says Christ sits on the right hand. I said, you know who else says that? Masons. And I'm about to show y'all that right the fuck now. I'm about to break it down for those who have argued because it did anger me, and I understand that people are ignorant. But it angered me to see so many people come for Jaguar when they are the ones who are blind and confused. Let me show y'all this. George Washington Masonic National Memorial, okay? George Washington joined the Masonic Lodge in Fredericksburg, Virginia at the age of 20 in 1752. During the War for Independence, George Washington attended Masonic celebrations and religious blah blah blah. Why can't I talk? Observances. Ooh, you're not finna block my throat chakra because I did a whole salt bath today. Oh, it's the energies of the religious people I come from. Well, let's do a quick prayer of reversal. Any energy rising up against me shall fall by the wayside immediately and be destroyed. Chaos and confusion will come about their lives who send evil intentions. They will receive their own evil intentions back. Death and hell shall follow it back to you. You have no power over me because I have dominion over the very demons you're sending to me. Guess what? They fuck with thee. I told you to be careful how you handle the chosen. You have now dispatched your own demons back to yourself. It shall not come near or nigh to me. You have no power over my throat chakra. I will speak my truth. Period. Ashe and amen. Now, moving forward. In religious observances in New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania, he also supported Masonic lodges that formed within Army I think it's regimes, regiments, whatever. At his first inauguration in 1971, President Washington took his oath of office on a Bible. Let's highlight that. On a Bible from St. John's Lodge. Guess what Bible that was? Let me show y'all.
Is it the Bible that they put in all the hotels?
Oh no, it ain't even that one. I'm finna actually, and I got picture proof too. Yes, George Washington's inaugural Bible is still intact. Here's where you'll find it. Okay. Here's where you'll find it. Here's where you'll find it. Okay. You see, I'm not gonna read through all of this. They can do it later. The Masonic Lodge that holds the Bible lends it out for exhibition. Can we maximize this? Let's magnify this image. God shall establish St. John's Lodge, constituted, burnt down the 8th of March. Oh, let's show the actual thumbnail of the very Bible they're talking about. Let's show those who are still asleep, who have called us evil because their eye has not been open. Give me a second, y'all, because I got so many tabs open. Here's one perspective of it. Okay. Let's open the image. Let's magnify the image. Let's make it larger. Okay. See this Bible? Y'all see this, right? Okay. Let's share this tab. See this Bible? See what it says, King James? King James Illustrated Solomon's Temple. This is what they use. See how it says Holy Bible on the side? So we've got these so-called Christians who are blind, right? Very blind. Saying that what spiritualists believe, who know the truth is evil, but yet have no idea that what they're following is very much Masonic. Very much so. So this is why when people try to come for spiritualists, I do this type of deep diving in this type of research. Now, of course, when you present this to them, again, because they are without knowledge, they're going to fight against what you tell them uh, oh, that can't be right. And, well, you guys are conspiracy theorists. Well, when there's facts, it's no longer a theory. See, like facts trump a theory. For those who don't believe, there's the link. You can do your own research. I mean, I just showed you, but you can actually do your own research. Um, and when it really comes down to it, it's all about what people choose to believe. Here we go. Here's another one. Here's that. Let me go ahead and post this, because I know there's going to be people that will watch this and question if what I'm saying is true. So I'm giving you the actual receipts. See, this is also something I learned when I was in school, about annotation and all that. President Washington and the Masonic Bible, the King James Version of the Bible, containing the Old and New Testaments. The George Washington Inaugural Bible was printed, as it says here, in the 1960s and has been owned since then by St. John's Lodge Number 1. The King James Bible, y'all. And you see the Masonic compass. So, this is more of a slap in the face, like wake the hell up to all these people that be calling true spirituality evil, when you're literally the Bible you're reading is not even the actual original Bible. The original Bible was written in Hebrew. The closest we have in this day and age to the original Bible is the Hebrew Bible. It is not the King James Bible. And Joy, that's the Bible that's been passed out from those, Catholicism, those evangelists, and even in the churches that you mentioned that I grew up in, the Apostolic Pentecostal churches and at all the hotels. Then the Gideon Bible, let's bring that up, because you always see the Gideon Bible at hotels.
Oh, that's the okay. The
right.
Gideon Bible.
And you wonder why a hotel would have, let's share a screen, because I want y'all to see how I research. This is the type of stuff I do and have done since I was 11 when my third eye finally opened. Because I remember asking my stepdad about that the first time we went to a hotel for a convention. I said, "What's a Gideon Bible?" He was like, "Oh, we don't believe in that." Never answered the question.
They never
do.
answer.
Never do.
Isn't that I can't say amazing. Isn't that?
But it is. In fact, it is, because they can't tell you why they don't believe it. They just don't. They just don't.
If you show them fact, have something tangible, they'll say, "No, I don't want to read that."
Right.
I don't want to read that.
Right. Exactly. Absolutely. Now this says Gideon's International is the Evangelical Christian Association for Men, found in 1899. Let's just see. Oh, evangelicism and Christianity. Okay. So again, this is what Just D does. She deep dives, because I was that kid that I'm not finna believe some shit just because you told me to. I need to know what it means. Oh, let's take a look at this. Let me share screen to this, because I didn't realize when I closed that tab that it took the share screen away. Hold on. There we go. Let's bring it back. And hold on. Hold on. Yeah, now StreamYard trying to trip. Okay. The Gideons leaving their mark on hotel rooms and hearts. The Gideons International was born out of a chance meeting between two traveling businessmen. I guarantee you they're both Masons. I guarantee you. In 1898. Both devout Christians, both devout Masons. Hold on. Where is the search? There we go. Search the web. I guarantee you that they are. Hold on. Told that where it all began. Okay. I may have to look one by one. And I'm gonna even show y'all how it's in the Amazon logo. I'm gonna show y'all that too. Okay, they with the bullshit. I ain't gonna, because I don't feel like going through all of that searching. But I guarantee you that they are. And then you've got the George Washington Inaugural Bible. You've got the Freemason version of the King James version of the Bible. Then we've got, oh, here we go, Solomon's Temple. So that Masonic Bible, here we go. Difference between, man, get off the screen. The difference between the Masonic Bible and the Holy Bible, right? Please get the fuck on. Okay. So what exactly is the difference? Nothing. There's no difference between the King James and the Masonic Bible other than the fact that it doesn't say it's King Solomon's Temple and it doesn't say Masonic Edition. Prepare yourself to step into a world where ancient secrets are revealed and mysteries unraveled. The definition of Masonic Bible is a collection of sacred texts used by members of the Freemasonry fraternity. It's damn sure not a fraternity. It includes religious texts which are important to the teachings and beliefs of Freemasonry. These texts include scriptures from the Christian. Did y'all see this shit? These texts include scriptures from the Christian Bible. So all you people calling us conspiracy theorists, I guarantee you didn't know this shit. As well as other religious works that are considered to be of spiritual significance to Freemasons. It's a compilation of different texts. And yeah, it contains varying selections from both Jewish and Christian sources such as passages from the Torah and gospel accounts, as well as other works such as the Book of Job and Ecclesiastes. Interesting. Because in the Book of Job, Job 90 and 91, there's a lot of prayers of protection that you can pray that actually work, but in the actual original Hebrew Bible, not the Masonic and or King James version of the Bible. Then we have the Holy Bible. When compared to the Masonic Bible, there are some key differences. Primary difference is that the Masonic Bible does not contain any religious teachings or interpretations of scripture. Instead, it focuses on philosophical concepts such as brotherhood and moral education. just like do as thou wilt. Additionally, while the Holy Bible is considered to be divinely inspired by God, the Masonic Bible is largely based on humanistic principles. Now, I do want to show y'all something else. This picture of King Solomon's temple. See where it says Holy of Holies? During Masonic rituals and rites, especially during initiation, this is most definitely one of the graphics that are used during those rites. And the other day when I was talking about London Bridge, London Bridge is falling down. That's when Revelations 17 came to me, which I'll show y'all here in a second. Now, the main focus of tonight's live is not just the Masonic Bible and religion and all of that. It's literally to, one, expose that for the sake, not just of Jaguar, but even myself and others who we have the spiritual knowledge that other people have fought against. Then you see Masonic Pillars, Solomon 1. This is actually a picture that I found from the Masonic Bible. But what we're really talking about tonight is this, the Lima and the sex magic, right? And in fact, I'm going to close out some of these tabs. Oh, I do want to show y'all this real quick. You see this for Amazon? I mean, I don't see how anyone can't see this. How can you not see this? See,
Yeah, it's everywhere.
hidden in plain sight.
Yeah.
Literally.
I wouldn't say it's necessarily hidden because I think they actually are quite bold with it. You just got to know what to look for.
Right. And that's the whole thing about masonry.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've dated masons and they would tell me that, oh, masonry it's everywhere, especially on earth. It's literally everywhere. You just have to open
Everywhere.
your eyes to see it.
Mhm.
And I came across this. I said, how clever to how clever to have your inverted and you when you think about the Church of Satan, which I will cover that, and Anton LaVey, Satanists proudly talk about how they invert everything to do with Christ. That's why they invert the crucifix upside down. Everything is inverted to pervert the power that they know fights against them. And so when you see the upside down G, we see the same covering here of the compass and the ruler and the little arrow pointing to the right, but technically it's to the left. So we have a very clear picture of Amazon A Maison because I was like, I mean, it named the brand after like the Amazonians. Like I never understood how Amazon even got its name.
Yeah.
But then you start to see these things and you can't unsee them. So here's yet another one, the Masonic shop on Amazon. The actual Masonic shop. And here we have the Eastern Star logo. And I told y'all about the Eastern Stars. The Eastern Star was created for the wives of the Masons because they were bored. Supposedly, that's the story. They were bored during their husbands' Grand Lodge meetings and things. So they created Eastern Stars. But yeah, I mean, oh, yes, I actually know women in real life here in Houston that are a part of and run these chapters. And then, of course, you got the Shriners and the military Masons and you know, all these different sectors of masonry. Promote your lodge, you know. Oh, Canadian Masons. I mean, it's definitely global. Sonic OES shrine shirts on Amazon Prime. Yeah, but we're the conspiracy theorists. We're the blind. We're the witchcraft. We're the ones following the bullshit, but yet everything that they follow is not only hidden in plain sight, it's only hidden to them because they don't have sight. And the reason they don't have sight is because they're following the conditioning that they have been taught. Here we go. As above, so below. Same as do as thou wilt. From darkness to light. And then we have the G and the I in the image of a Caucasian man. The whole mind fuckery of a white Christ definitely was a Masonic way to create the modern day Antichrist. Because again, Christ is energy that you possess. And Yeshua was the true Christ. And Yeshua definitely was not Caucasian. So we can see the foundation of the fuckery right here. Literally can see it. And then we've got King Solomon's Temple. Again, that Masonic Bible is titled King Solomon's Bible, complete with trapdoors beneath the floor, the temples, the tunnels, just like we talked about, Diddy's properties have tunnels. Disneyland, Disney World have tunnels. The White House has tunnels. And I can show y'all that as well. It's so much to this. This is where I got the picture of Beyonce that I use for the
Did you
thumb.
say Disney has tunnels?
Oh yeah, I'm about to show y'all.
What
Yeah,
are the tunnels used for?
for trafficking and satanic ritual abuse, unfortunately, against children.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and it's not even alleged because y'all remember I told you I was enrolled in the accelerated technology degree program at Rasmussen College School of Design. For my animation class, I was required to do a whole project thesis on Walt Disney. They assigned Walt Disney to me, ironically, of all people, the quote unquote conspiracy theorists. And I had to do a project on how Walt Disney got his start from his conception to his death within the last 11 years, and 11 in masonry. Let's pull that up to show y'all the significance of the number 11. Within the last 11 years, I believe the last 11 years of his life, he moved out of the house with his wife and moved into his parks. And
What?
yeah, and he moved into his parks where all the tunnels were at. I'm actually going to pull it up now. Walt Disney
Gee.
out. I'm so serious. Like, it blew my mind when I found it. His home into his
Mm-mm.
theme park. And it was said that the reason he moved into the theme park was to complete the rituals um, before he died.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah. Now they say he lost his home to Disneyland. No, I gotta find it. They better not have taken it down because yeah, Walt Disney moves out of his home and lived. He lived at his theme park and lived in. He actually literally moved in and moved out from his wife. Here we go. Wonder Disney. Yep. Walt and the moved from their home to a new estate. Now they changed the story because before what I found was that he moved out of the home and was living at the park by himself. Hold on. Let me see. Walt Disney moves out of his home at the end of his life. See, I wish I had my yeah, Walt Disney's Final Days. I wish I had my school project up. But yeah, he had tunnels. Let me go back. There were definitely tunnels. Oh, let me plug in my charger. Hold on, yeah. Because I don't be liking to overcharge the battery because then make sure it's charging. Okay, it is. Um, Walt Disney theme park. Cause see, like the thing about Scorpios, we're obsessive by nature. So whatever I'm into, I'm gonna fully research it. Because before I believe what someone told me, I want to know for myself. Hold on. I really wish these motherfuckers would shut the hell up. I really do. It's annoying. Um, the inside story of Walt Disney's secret tunnels beneath the Magic Kingdom. This was from last year. Tunnels have allowed costume employees to move throughout the Magic Kingdom without being detected by guests. We know damn well that's not what that was about.
Right. That
This
that
is yeah, this is the cover story.
yeah,
But look at how big this is.
huge.
I mean, literally open image. Oh, it's gonna open in a new tab. Okay. Look at how big this is. This is like a gigantic compound.
Hmm.
You know how many tunnels sit underneath all this land? How much trafficking allegedly went on here? How much satanic ritual abuse went on here? So you have these very people that, everybody looks up to and worships damn near and thinks they're such good people who are diabolical at their core. And it's so much, further than just Jay-Z and Beyonce, which let me bring the focus back to that. Because that was just like a fun fact I wanted to share. Oh, and definitely Walt Disney was definitely a Mason. I will show you all that too. Because see, these are the subjects a lot of people be afraid to talk about. So you see this inside Hollywood's secret Masonic history from Disney. Oh my God. Yeah. And I watched National Treasure and everything in that movie I researched as a teenager and an adult, where Nicolas Cage plays a historian hunting for fortune hidden by founding fathers who were Freemasons, including George Washington and Benjamin Franklin.
Such a
As
good.
happened. Right. And
Oh,
it gives you a lot of knowledge.
it
Like
really does.
it opens your eyes to so many things, you know. And so we have Walt Disney himself was a member of a Masonic offshoot youth organization. So you got to think about PDF files. What is their goal? To be around kids.
Yeah,
It would make absolute perfect sense why he has the most famous theme parks on the planet
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah,
And then you look at people like Orlando Brown, you look at people like Britney Spears, you look at people who have been, abused and
hmm,
have gone through so many different things, trauma that they carry
yeah,
for the rest of their lives, like literally. trauma. Let me remove Instagram off my destination because,
It's enough for you to be out of your mind, to
right, thank you.
go through as a child, what they
Right.
have seen, experienced, and
And
you know,
had that,
they gotta hide it, hold it.
right.
Oh, could you imagine?
Yeah, absolutely. And then to have to still get on screen and act like
It ain't
everything's
never
okay.
happened. Yeah.
Like Jaguar, she talked about Orlando, and again, I'm an empath, so I felt her.
Mhm.
She kept saying, "Y'all pray for Orlando,"
Yeah.
because she was telling the guys that were interviewing her, they were like, "We want to get him on the show," and she said, "Yeah, before it's too late,"
Yeah.
which means either he is getting close to wanting to unalive himself, or there's people after him trying to unalive him because of what he knows and what he's spoken on. But she said more than once, Orlando has suffered a lot of trauma, more than you all can imagine. And that's why I've never judged Orlando when people called him crazy. In fact, it drew me to want to know more about him, more about his childhood. Like when people, spoke against him because of his former relationship with Raven Simone. And Raven talked about in code the abuse she suffered, you
Mhm.
know, working in Disney, and all them Disney kids are fucked up.
Yeah.
Every last one of them got issues.
They sure do. They sure
And
do.
I pray that they all are healed. Okay, let me share this with y'all. So that the Lima, the sex magic cult started by Aleister Crowley. So you can see all of this where it clearly says sex magic is quite simply the use of sex as a tool in magic. This stood out to me just now. Creates a magical child. Any successful magical operation creates a magical child on some plane, but this effect is especially strong in sexual operations. Obviously, one potential plane on which such a child can appear is the material plane, and conception occurs. See Aleister Crowley's novel Moonchild. Let's see what that's about. Wow. This whole thing with Jay-Z, let's go to that. Because I needed y'all to understand what the Lima is. And I'm going to type it in the comments. Okay. The Lima is sex magic. Now, Tantra, I have actually researched Tantra and Karma Sutra, being a Scorpio, being one who I actually used to be an instructor of Tantra and help couples, come into a more deeper union. That's actually what it's for. It's to intensify the spiritual union between, when you're in love. Now, of course, again, everything can be used for good or evil, everything. And I know some people that believe that Tantra and yoga is evil. I said, well, yeah, if you use it with evil intentions, of course. But yoga, the practice of yoga and Tantra is not evil unless you're using it with those intentions. So here we have sex, drugs, and the Abbey inside Aleister Crowley's occult utopia. What really went on at Thoth, tarot creator Aleister Crowley's Abbey of Thelema. Abbey of Thelema. See, I already knew this live would not be as popular because it's about the truth, but I also know that a lot of people are going to watch this and They're going to wake up. The Abbey of Thelema is a small house which was used as a temple. Ooh. Which was used as a temple and spiritual center founded by Aleister Crowley. Wow. So then we have Jay-Z and Thelema. Cultist Aleister Crowley's influence on popular music. Turn and face the strange. Occultist Aleister Crowley's influence on popular music. You know, since motherfuckers want to be ignorant, I'm going to turn my shit up. See, one thing about it, when you start speaking truth, energies around you start doing oppositional dumb shit. Now, I've never been at any Airbnb that allows people to play loud music after midnight. Now, all of a sudden, motherfuckers want to start playing music and shit. And I turn my volume down trying to be respectful. Fuck y'all. And that's why I usually get the ones where I'm by myself. And after this, I'm definitely going to do that, because trying to save money and dealing with other people's bullshit energy is not for me. It says, turn and face the strange. Occultist Aleister Crowley's influence on popular music. Oh, it's interesting that he is from a puritanical Christian family. Now that is interesting.
That's usual.
Right.
They raise some of the most, honey.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. You either come in agreement with the fuckery,
Yes.
you become like us where you speak against it. Because it's like right here, adults of every generation want to overthrow the system and transgress. I mean, pop messiahs of the age ushered in the return of the beast. Crowley appears on Peter's Blake cover of the Beatles. Oh yeah, I gotta show y'all that, because I found that and I couldn't fit that image into the thumbnail. Yeah, I found that actually tonight when I was looking for photos for the thumbnail. Yeah, I canceled the assignment of these ignorant, stupid motherfuckers in this building, trying to call themselves being oppositional because they probably can hear my conversation. Ancestors, y'all can go ahead and take care of them for me. I don't care what you do. Remove the energy from my presence by any means necessary. I really don't care. Because that's all that is. And probably the super motherfucker playing the music is a Mason, which is why he's doing that ignorant ass shit. Okay. Yeah, here we go. This is Aleister Crowley in the background. And when I'm looking at this, they look very oppressed. And these are young boys. Do y'all see? Can you see what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
They look like teenage boys oppressed. I don't see any young women. I see a few. That's Marilyn Monroe, who definitely was with the shits on the sex magic and was used as a sacrifice. And you see other little pieces of her. But you see predominantly men, and you see clowns. You see the symbolism. And in the back it says lonely. What is this? Lonely what? Hold up. Like, this is the type of stuff that those who fear spirituality have never done, which is researched. Before you condemn, research. Because the very thing you're condemning is what's trying to enlighten you to wake the hell up. Like, literally, to wake up out of sleep, out of slumber. And so you've got people blindly following the blind leading the blind, blindly following a whole Satanist who was raised in a Christian family. And you've got this same man influencing the hip hop community.
That's why they giving us Sexy Reds and Glorrillas
Thank you.
and Meg the Stallions and
Right. I mean, because you think about like our generation, the female MCs like Jaguar, like, Lauren,
mm,
like Erica. When Erica's a spiritualist, and they've been calling her a witch for
yeah,
years.
but
Oh,
even
she's a witch.
even if she is,
Right. Even if she is,
you
she's
know,
not out doing shit like this.
yeah, people have to stop associating words as if they have, a dark meaning. Like you
Right.
said, it's always the intent behind any action.
Right.
Period.
And that's the thing. And a lot of the practices and things that Erica speaks about, I naturally have
Mhm.
a lot of those gifts. So that doesn't mean, oh, I'm an evil, dark witch. It just means a cult. Matter of fact, let me pull that up. Because, like I said, I know there's going to be relatives that's going to watch this. The term occult simply means hidden knowledge. Literally, by
Mhm.
definition, of relating to or dealing with supernatural or magical influences beyond the realm of human comprehension,
Mhm.
hidden knowledge. That's it. It does not mean, oh, you're an evil person. It just means you have knowledge beyond the veil. And that's the other thing. When you start to really accept inner spirituality, all it means is that you're able to see beyond the lies and the conditioning that we've been given, that's been handed down through slavery, especially in our culture. I got to be focused on us.
Yeah, me too.
You
I,
know,
I said that.
slavery, like for real, slavery was one of the worst things because it stripped Africans of their own identity, their own spirituality, like Oshun, Ogun. Those are African. Let's go ahead and go deep. Beautiful African goddess. There's nothing evil about her. Associated with love, sexuality, fertility, femininity,
Mm.
water, destiny, divination, purity, and beauty, and the
Our
ocean
black
river.
women need her aura right now.
Right.
Right
Of
now.
wealth and prosperity. But because, again, people fear what they don't understand, they depict it as something evil when it's actually the goddess of wealth and prosperity. And then we have, oh,
Evil with all that pretty yellow on her.
right, nothing evil.
Kidding me?
But yet they don't see this, but this is not evil because this little bullshit ass symbol is quote unquote enlightenment. And I'm like, no, it's not. Um, Ogun is an African deity that's a warrior. So like when energy rise against me, I send Ogun.
Mhm. I would send them too. Look at them, fine and
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah, go after like when I pray my prayers, any energy rising up against me, this is an ancestor.
Mhm.
Ogun will fuck you up for fucking with the chosen. When people find themselves all of a sudden going through a cycle of bullshit, it's because you fucked with the wrong one. And I keep telling people, when I pray those prayers, any energy, even in this environment, any energy rising up against me shall fall. That's Ogun coming for your ass.
Mhm.
And Oshun gives you the love and the prosperity. So you think about in churches, they give offerings, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yet doing an offering to a deity that can protect you is perceived as evil. But yet you can go take all your money and 10% of your earnings to a church where them people 9 times out of 10 are Masons behind closed doors, number one.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, the Most High don't need your money. That's
Not
an earthly currency that ain't got shit to do with God or heaven.
with very earthly,
Not a damn thing.
very earthly.
So, when people say things like spirituality is evil, no, bitch, religion is evil. Because that shit was started by a goddamn Freemason that don't even believe in God, that pledges to Lucifer. Let me pull that up for the non-believers. Oh, hold up, y'all. Give me a second.
You know, I'm over here taking notes like
We got
I'm
butt
in
naked
high
in
school.
the bathroom. Okay. I call myself about to go in the bathroom and grab my damn shower thing, and there's butt naked people in there. Okay. Wish not the sight I wish I could have seen because I definitely didn't want to. Oh God, that was horrible. Because I just remembered I left my shower. I have a detachable shower head, and I left it in there. So yeah, I'll definitely be going and getting that out. I wish I wouldn't. And then why would you be in a house with other people with the damn door open, butt naked? I
Some
just,
folks ain't changed.
some stuff is kind of common sense. Like, if you're gonna be in the bathroom, shut the fucking door. Don't nobody want to see your ass naked. The fuck are you doing? There's a house full of people here. Child, I promise you, I'm not extending shit in this motherfucker because people ain't got no kind of manners. Like, first of all, you playing music, you using my shower head and got the door open and you butt ass naked. I just it's a common courtesy thing when you share space with other people. Maybe have some sort of shame to not have everybody see your ass butt naked when they come out the room.
You would think.
Child, clearly not. Clearly, people don't have common sense or manners.
They really do not, you know.
Oh, because what the fuck? I mean, shit, I took my shower early. I didn't have the fucking door wide open. Everybody could see my ass butt naked. Who the fuck does that? Literally. Because I'm like, first of all, I'm hearing music. Second of all, I'm hearing water. I'm like, oh, let me go get my shower head. And then open the door and got to see pale ass butt naked skin. I don't want to see that shit. The fuck you doing? Oh Lord. Yeah, I'm out this motherfucker. They can keep this shit. Like dead ass for real. They can keep this shit. I will be checking out soon and very soon because that don't make no damn sense. It's too many damn people up in here anyhow. Back to what I was saying. Boy, I'm telling you, that's a sight I wish I could fucking unsee. So it's not about whether they worship. Here we go. Promise the great. There we go. Found it. Here we go. How art thou fallen? Here's a Masonic deception. They basically, in their belief, Lucifer is the angel of light, the good deity, and they say that Christ is the evil one, which is nuts. Yeah, man. Yeah, Lucifer represents life, thought, progress, civilization, liberty, independence. Lucifer is the logos, the serpent, the savior. So that's what they believe. They believe that Lucifer is the savior and that Christ is the evil one. Again, invert.
Yeah, that's what I was just getting ready to say, inverted.
Right. So they invert and pervert everything that's supposed to be good. And yeah.
I still wonder how they were able to make people think that that was so.
Oh, here we go. Lucifer the light bearer. Well, I mean, if you think about it, if you have a huge community of people, just like with churches, the more people you get to come together and believe some shit, it's just like you can look up in the sky and say the sky is purple. If enough people believe it, you'll start to question if you're crazy.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I was getting ready to
You
say.
know, it's
At
the
that point,
conditioning.
passed down.
Right. It's the
Yeah,
conditioning. I don't see the purple, but they do, so it must be true.
right.
And then look at what's even
You
more
only have
disturbing
to
now.
convince, like the foundational people,
Right.
and then it just kind of like
Do y'all
gravitates.
see this right here on the side?
What?
This says change a child's life in Jesus' name, right on the side of this bullshit.
Oh, honey, let's not go there with these advertisements. And
Do you understand?
you should have seen the movie that came on right after Jaguars Live ended.
Really? I didn't see
Oh,
it.
it blew my mind. Well, you probably, was doing something else, but
Yeah.
after I was in my kitchen cooking, so I didn't touch anything. I just
Mhm.
um, you know, let the platform do what it was gonna do, and it brought up a movie that was just crazy, bad spirited. It was it was
Give me
crazy.
the name.
No.
Okay.
No, 'cause I just, heard a little bit of it, and once I heard what was going on, I was like, "Oh, that's quite a a weird movie to come on after that topic."
Yeah. Well,
You know?
YouTube does that though.
Yeah,
Just like after my live ended last night, all of a sudden I started seeing videos popping up in the feed. Jaguar Wright worships Baphomet.
really.
Mhm. And
Mm,
it's the people that don't like her that are, posting this shit.
yeah.
Oh, she had a tattoo of the Baphomet. Didn't she used to worship the Baphomet? She openly said she was a part of the freak offs and that lifestyle and she left it.
Mm,
So obviously there's truth to what Jonathan Hayes said in his interview when he talked about seeing the Baphomet statue inside of Jay-Z's house and inside of Jay-Z's studio.
mhm.
Even my thing is, even if she was, that doesn't mean that she is now.
Right, right.
Because if
I
she
mean, it
was, I
just
would
shows
feel
that
it.
she has experience, and she
Right.
not
Yeah,
to
ex
listen to, but someone that was up close and personal.
Thank you. And so it's like, you have all these people trying to discredit her and being dismissive because they don't want to believe what she's saying, but it's like she's not the only one saying it.
Right.
There's so many people saying the same thing about these motherfuckers, about Diddy, about Jay-Z, about many others, Ray J, all of them.
Mhm.
And then you got Ray J going on rants talking about she's lying, she's crazy. And like she said, everybody that keeps saying she's crazy are all men who either have requested or have been strapped by either her or other women in them parties. That's what a dominatrix does.
Ooh, 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 ooh,
She bends you over and tells you to touch your toes. I didn't did it my damn self. Hell,
Ooh, 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 ooh.
hey, I'm speaking from experience.
Yeah,
That's why, to a certain extent, yeah, I have some masculine traits because, when I was with that life, I was about that life. So it is what it is, you know. But as of right now, it's like that's not the lifestyle I have. When I was about that life, I wasn't into the whole, boffing. I wasn't about none of that shit. I just was calling myself being freaky. But Jag was about that life, and I don't judge her for that.
yeah.
I, in fact, feel like I want to learn more from her about her experience on a one-on-one level to fully understand even the things she was saying last night, you
Yeah.
know, about the spiritual aspect of squirting and those people trying to bring me into their satanic ritual abuse and all of their shit.
Hmm. Well, what
So
I do know about spiritual people, we tend to want to learn about any and everything. So her going into, those rooms, it it was probably more so being inquisitive, you know, and
but
just trying to,
she
you
was
know,
active though. She was active.
yeah, yeah. I'm not
She
saying I ain't saying being active. You got to be active to experience. You
right.
know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that even is a form of being inquisitive, even the
Right.
act of doing something.
Right. Right.
So she's gaining knowledge, what have you,
Exactly.
and once you gain knowledge, you what they say, you eat the meat and spit out the bones.
Right, right. And see, my thing is, like I said, I want to learn more from her
Yeah,
because I resonate with her.
for
You know,
sure.
her definitely her, comments and things during the live she was on the other channel tonight. Um, and I commend you, Jag. I really hope you see this live. I commend her for the way she handled herself. I mean, because they were in the chat going in on her. And she didn't even address the chat or the people until the very end after she, told them, well, yeah, the way I know Beyonce's a witch is because it takes one to know one. She already knew them people was gonna go come for her. That's why she kept saying the specific question about the ashes she wasn't gonna answer to the end. Again, me being an empath and a clairvoyant, I felt everything she was feeling. I was even feeling her thoughts.
Hmm.
And I feel that her and I have a spiritual connection and a purpose, and that we can learn from each other. And it's not just, oh, I want to know for clout. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't really. The reason I'll say this, I care about the victims. I don't give a fuck what happens to Diddy. I don't. I can't wait for him to just be taken the fuck down. Him, Jay-Z, all of them. So I don't. It's not about like, oh, I care so much about the courts. I've already seen what's going to happen. He's going to become unalived in prison. He's literally going to no longer live. Prison's going to be his final destination. I've already seen it. I've seen premonitions of it. So he will get the victims will get their justice at the end of the day. And there's no amount of money or extortion or connections he has that will get him out of jail. Sir, you gonna sit your ass in jail, in prison for the rest of your life, and the same shit you've done you're going to receive. Him, Jay-Z, all of them. So when it comes down to it, My hope is that those victims, like Orlando, like all the rest of them, that they can get their justice. You know, that's really what's important. But people like, Jag, people like me, people who we know the inner workings of spirituality, it's it's so much bigger than music, it's so much bigger than all of it. It's literally who can we help to save and who can we awaken, and for those who have done the damage, they're not getting away with that shit. Not at all. Not at all. And yeah, these stupid motherfuckers on this floor, I just thought about that. These dumb motherfuckers didn't start making noise and doing a bunch of dumb shit until I jumped on my live. So yeah, Oshun, Ogun, ancestors, go ahead and handle up on that. And I'm gonna do what I need to do to let the owner of this house know about the fuckery that's going on. Cause I'm like paying money. I'm not gonna be dealing with nobody's bullshit. I will address a person to their face and tell you to fuck off and get the fuck out of my face and out my energy, straight to your face. I really will. Cause it gets to a point where people do dumb shit because they want attention. Then when you get it, you can't handle that shit. This is exactly why I stay away from environments with this type of energy. Give me a second, y'all. Okay. Yeah, because I'm not certain shit I'm just not gonna deal with. And I'm also not about to have no confrontations. Either motherfuckers are gonna handle shit or you gonna give me my money back. Cause ain't no fucking way. I had to deal with shit I shouldn't even have to deal with. And like I said, it's the energy within people because I literally have not heard shit all night until I started my live. Now motherfuckers want to run in and out their room, in and out the bathroom, playing music, run around naked. Y'all can kiss my black ass with your tongue out and tell me how the fuck it tastes. Ain't nobody about to be dealing with that disrespectful ass shit. So y'all forgive me. I had to stop and send that message because ain't no fucking way. Either you gonna handle that shit or you gonna give me my goddamn money back and I will be out this motherfucker. I'm not finna deal with that. Either shut the fuck up and be respectful or get the hell on. But how the fuck you sending house rules talking about guests can't have company and you got a whole couple up here running around butt ass naked, being loud as shit at damn 1 o'clock in the fucking morning, but was quiet as shit until I jumped on live. That's how I know it's oppositional bullshit ass energy. So the ancestors about to handle that ass, y'all gonna get removed and y'all gonna get dealt with. And dumb motherfuckers don't know that my ass knows Spanish. So I know the bullshit you saying. But what you're not gonna do is keep making noise and trying to interrupt my life. That's what you're not gonna do. So I'm like, if they get to be disrespectful, I don't give a fuck no more. The fuck out my energy. Oshun, Ogun, handle up on that. Ancestors, handle it. Because you know the intention behind the disruption that they're trying to cause. Reverse that energy right back to them. They will not have peace for the rest of the time that they are in my presence. This is how you protect yourself. When people go out their way to be oppositional, you reverse that shit right back to their ass. So the very intentions that I feel right now to try to come against me as because I'm doing my live, neither one of you will have rest tonight or peace. You will remove yourself from my energy or be removed from my energy. Period. You have no authority, no power over here. And the more fuck shit you do to try to come against me, the worse your life will be. And every day of your life will continue like that until you stop. Motherfuckers quiet as shit now. I'm not the one to fuck with. I'm up here talking about spirituality and shit, and y'all want to be on some fuck shit. You better tread very lightly while the fuck I'm in this house. You better tread very lightly. Because the way my spiritual protection is set up, your whole shit will fall. Everything in your life will fall. I've seen it happen to people. Lost all their shit. Keep telling people, be careful how you handle the chosen, because the ancestors don't play. I don't have to do shit to you. It's gonna be them fucking you up. Run around giggling, laughing, playing music, run around butt ass naked. You will not laugh another motherfucking moment that I'm in this house. You will not come against me as I'm speaking my truth about God and against the fuck shit that these nasty motherfuckers be doing. I don't give a damn if you don't like what I'm saying. Get the fuck out my energy. Because it's the demon within you that's doing that shit, and I have authority over you. Period. That's how you handle shit like that. That's exactly how you handle shit like that. Because that's all that is. And I'm going to speak my truth no matter what the fuck anybody does. Your demons bow down to me, motherfucker. They listen to me. So since you want to try to fuck with a high vibrational, I'm going to send the angels of light and dark after your ass. They will take care of you. because I'm divinely protected at all times. It would be in your best interest to shut the fuck up and get the fuck up out my energy. The last motherfucker that called they self coming against me lost all they shit. Lost their house, everything. Ain't the one to fuck with. Now, back to what the hell I was talking about. This shit here, all of this shit here that they lie about. There's so many aspects to the spirit realm when it comes to satanic ritual abuse and sex cults. This Thelema, because that's the focus. Like I said, these stupid motherfuckers have no idea who they're dealing with. Like, I'm quiet, but I'm still a fucking Scorpio. See, for me, it takes people continuing to go out their way to try to fuck with me to get a response. And then once you get that response, and that response ain't what you thought, then all of a sudden it's a problem. I've dealt with that my whole fucking life. People be like, oh, you quiet. I ain't the one to fuck with. Especially the spiritual protection. I mean, they don't give a fuck about you or your life or who's connected to you. They will fuck with you and everybody connected to you over me. I've literally seen that shit happen. People thinking that they could treat you like shit till they find out the power that you have. So it's like, tread the fuck lightly, stay the fuck up out my energy, and leave me the fuck alone. My answers don't play about me ever. They will end all your shit. Dumb motherfuckers don't realize how much bullshit they on until shit starts to go left back to back to back. And I'm pretty sure that's the same dumb motherfucker that was talking shit earlier. That's one thing I don't play with is that bullshit. Because I'm going to speak my truth and I'm going to show this truth about all these artists calling themselves artists that ain't nothing but damn cult members. That's all that shit is. Here we go. This is the one I was trying to find. Because I think, yeah, they had took the video down. Here we go. This is the one I was looking for. When Jay-Z started calling himself the peace god, the nations of gods and earth, they teach the original black man as God, and that all men are potentially God. Peace God is a typical 5%er greeting. And so this Run This Town video, that's the video where he was wearing, and that's the video he was in with Rihanna and Kanye. He was wearing the "Doest Thou Will." Let me bring that back up. That "Doest Thou Wilt" shirt. Yeah, here we go. And this was when he was, I believe, when he was producing the movie. Or, yeah, producing the sound. Yeah, there we go. He was producing the album. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So as he's sitting there, getting the video together, it's like what is the purpose in this other than to pay homage to Aleister Crowley and Thelema, which was founded by Aleister Crowley, who he definitely is in very deep connection with. And here we go. The OTO is a Hermetic order modeled after Freemasonry and German Illuminism, and teaches its initiates the secrets of the mysteries, Gnosticism, sex magic, Kabbalah, and other occult science. That's why this is important. Because I remember hearing this song back in the day and be like, oh, that's, got a dope ass tune, not even knowing what was really behind it. And what was really behind it is this diabolical ass shit. Jay-Z following after his inspiration, Aleister Crowley. And it says, contrarily to Freemasonry, the OTO is, however, based on the law of Thelema, which main precept is do what thou wilt be the whole of the law. But as I just showed y'all, Thelema has, it's way more than that. It literally is about sex magic. So that's at the core of the hip hop industry and one of the biggest men in the hip hop industry. So you have to think about the things that Jaguar's been talking about when look at the video's private. That's what I saw on my phone earlier. So it's funny how now all of a sudden the video's private. But the things that Jaguar talked about on that live tonight, she said what happened between Jay-Z and I is between Jay-Z and I, because one, I don't believe she wants to relive that publicly. And then number two, Jaguar still has to protect herself to a certain extent, although she is protected. And number three, like she said, I don't even feel like I need to explain my spirituality to people to compensate because of me speaking out against Jay-Z. It's like the pressure of being that big of a public figure. She already knew they were going to come for her when she went on Piers Morgan's show. She knew that shit. I'm quite sure she wasn't surprised that they, came to Pierce and threatened him and made him take the footage down. But they've been coming for her because she knows too much. They can't directly attack her. So what do? Initially, they tried to make her out to be crazy. Again, during her most vulnerable moment, losing her son. And like I told y'all, demons exploit your vulnerabilities. Then they called her a witch because of the spiritual practice she did to protect herself, same as what I just did. See, again, when oppositional energy calls itself coming up against you and it wants a reaction, it's okay, honey. And they want a reaction. What typically happens, and it depends on where you are in life, you either can fight against it or you can stand on who you are and know who you are and not let them decide who you are. And that's why I said I'm very proud of Jag for how she handled herself tonight on that live, because she didn't give those people her power. She addressed it, but she didn't give them her power. And even me, the bullshit energy that just tried to call itself, interrupting my live. I addressed it, but I'm not finna give it my power because I have authority over it. And yeah, demons can use low vibrational people to say things and do things, but it's whether or not you allowed to have power. And when you know you have power, you just don't. So as much as people are damn near worshiping, Jay-Z and worshiping Beyonce and acting like they're such wonderful people, like Jaguar said, they're a nasty little couple. Because they are. I showed y'all plenty of receipts of research I've done myself of what these people are really into. And you be thinking shit is just a catchy beat. And nah, it's them conditioning you through the music. Literally conditioning you through the music and pulling you into that realm, like she said on the comments last night when I shared about my experience, being around these environments and not knowing that these people are doing these rituals at these parties. And she's like, yeah, they wanted to use you as a sacrifice. Even music can be used to sacrifice a soul if it can get your mind. Spiritual warfare is just that. It's about the war on your mind. If lower vibrational energies and these people that worship these other deities, and you follow after these rappers and you follow after these musicians, look at this shit. Let me make this bigger. Do without Wilt Baphomet. OTO. Aleister Crowley. Love is the law. Love under will. Law beyond there. Wait. Love is the law. Love under law. There is no law beyond. Wow. Then it says mysticism, magic, Thelema. I never even noticed that Thelema was here. I can't see what that says. True will. I mean, I don't know how else. I don't know what else people need. They want to call people like Jack conspiracy theorists. They want to call me a conspiracy theorist, but yet we see everything. We literally see it. And those who do not are the ones that are blind and asleep, which is why they fight against it so much. This is the scripture I was talking about. Babylon, the prostitute on the beast, one of the seven angels who had the seven bowls came and said to me, come, I will show you the punishment of the great prostitute who sits by many waters. With her, the kings of the earth committed adultery. Adultery is exactly what I just showed y'all. When you perform sex magic to these deities. Fornication is using sex in a ritualistic, dark magic way to give your sexual energy essence to these type of deities. Has nothing to do with sex before marriage, has nothing to do with cheating on your spouse. Not saying that cheating on your spouse is right, but this is a true definition of this stuff, is what they're doing right now. Then the angel carried, wait, let me go back to here. Then the angel carried me away in the spirit into a wilderness. There I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that was covered with blasphemous names. Looks very, exactly what we're seeing here is what Revelations is describing. This is the sole purpose for me to expose the industry, this part of the industry. The woman was, wait, then I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that was covered with blasphemous names and had seven heads and 10 horns. The woman was dressed in purple and scarlet and was glittering with gold, precious stones, and pearls. She held a golden cup in her hand, filled with abominable things and the filth of her adulteries. The name written on her forehead was a mystery, the Babylon the Great, mother of prostitutes and of the abominations of the earth. This is what the abomination is. It's not about consensual same-sex relationships. This is the true abomination. Doing sex magic to worship these demonic deities. This is the stuff that I really believe deep down Jaguar knows and has, has a lot of knowledge about, that they want to try to stop her from speaking her truth about. And I know that today was a lot for Jag. Like I said, I don't know if she's in the live, but I hope she sees this live, because it's not easy to do what she's doing. By any means, it's not. To know that you speaking your truth means that a lot of the world will come against you. And that's why I loved seeing the interview with her in Orlando, and her having that sense of joy and having someone there who understood and who she could relate with and kind of speak in code with. And like she said, like they both said, they're a part of an industry and know a truth that doesn't set right with mainstream media. That's why even this live, there probably won't be as many views as before. But regardless, everyone who watches this live is going to see the truth. See, I don't do the just gossipy type of content. I might laugh and have a kiki or discuss a current event, but it's always going to lead to spirituality. It's always going to lead back to healing and exposing the truth and revealing the darkness that a lot of people follow. Because my goal, like I said, is to help people wake up. Stop following darkness and bullshit, thinking that, it's something positive. Start researching the artists that you worship and follow. Because those very people you worship and follow, and you think about people say, oh, that's my idol. Do you understand what you're saying when you're uttering those words? That's my idol. That means you're worshiping that person. And like I said, when I died, went to heaven and came back, the angel said that the only sin was choosing to worship another deity in the place of the Most High. And the Most High is energy within you. So when people sell their souls to other deities, to other beings, and follow them, no, the Most High is not pleased with that. Now, I don't know if this is true, but it says Justin Bieber says Jay-Z R words and unalives kids and satanic rituals. I would not be surprised. People are sharing an article by The People's Voice, which claimed or suggested that Justin Bieber told his church congregation that Jay-Z R words and unalives children in satanic rituals. What? Then they say no evidence. See, websites like this I can't really take serious, because that's sometimes that might just be clickbait. that's on Reddit. But I am curious to see what it says. How Thelema inspired his new album, Do Without Will. Well, I mean, I showed y'all that yesterday. I mean, his album is titled Do Without Will, and a lot of the songs are very much, in alignment with rites and rituals that they do. But yeah, this shit is so deep. And for me, I just don't have any desire to be a part of it. I have every desire to make music because music is my first love. But at my core, my spirituality is indeed my purpose. That is what I'm on this earth to do. That's what a high priestess does. You bring healing to the earth, but you also embrace both your light and dark side. And you can use the dark to defend you against other attacks. As y'all even witnessed tonight on this live with the stupid dumb motherfuckers in this building. And see, me being an empath, clairvoyant, psychic, I can always feel when people are ruled by lower vibrational energies. And those energies be wanting attention, so they use people to become distractions. You're not going to distract me from speaking my truth. What you will do is you will basically send that intention back to the person that sent it, and they will have to deal with their own evil intentions. See, people have said things like, well, don't curse them. Ain't nobody cursing you. You curse yourself when you come against a chosen. When you come against a high vibrational, it's literally a boomerang effect. The very intention you send out in opposition, you will immediately receive it back, and usually much more intensely and for a longer extended time. See, someone had said to me out of anger a few months back, that's why you going through what you going through, because you follow spirituality. I said, no, God had a divine purpose for my transition. Now, have I liked every part of it? No, but a lot of it has been okay, quite honestly. But of course, there's parts that I don't like. Regardless, that's not where I dwell or place my energy or focus. My focus is, what is this experience teaching me? What is my purpose? And if I need to call upon angels of darkness to defend me, they will. And so will the angels of light. That's true spirituality. That's true knowledge. But I never have to give my power to another person. I damn sure won't give it to their demons, but I will command their demons to fuck them up, because I have authority over their demons. See, and some people jumped on that live that Jag was on and was saying that when she started speaking about spirituality, they started coming for her. And I could feel it bothering her. All in the comments, all in the chat, talking about, no, I rebuked that witchcraft you're speaking. We knew you were a witch. And that shit ain't easy to take off of people. And I'm glad she had her divine masculine with her at the time. So I definitely hope she gets a chance to listen to this live, because Jag, I fully support you. And I have been praying for you, and I will continue to. And even those that are speaking negative against me right now and talking shit, you might want to shut the fuck up. The more shit you talk, the longer you extend your own curse. Literally. And the more intense it will be. And you will continue in a cycle that will never end until you shut the fuck up and stop. I tell people all the time, be very careful of me. If you want to call me a witch, you can. I don't care what you think of me, but I know the spiritual protection that I have. So say what you want, think what you want, but be careful how you handle me. Be careful how you handle all of the chosen, because we are all divinely protected no matter what y'all say, no matter what you believe, and no matter what you don't understand. Another person's lack of understanding does not negate the power that a chosen person possesses. It simply means that you are the ignorant person. And that's it. You're the one that's ignorant, not anybody else. So instead of you coming for the chosen, be careful how you handle them, because you don't understand the protection that that chosen person has can completely end your life, meaning your livelihood, and everything good in your life will be taken from you immediately. I've been telling people that. And Jaguar is doing what she's supposed to do. I am doing what I'm supposed to do. Some people don't like it. I don't care. Ain't for you to like. It's for me to speak my truth. Period. Whether people like it or not, that's exactly what I'm going to do, because that's what I'm put on this earth to do. And see, people get scared when you start speaking about angels and demons. Well, if I have dominion over demons, how can I not speak on that? People want to understand, how do you overcome darkness? You can't overcome what you don't know and what you don't have knowledge of. I guarantee you the majority of people watching this live had no idea that this Baphomet is who Jay-Z worships and gives honor to. A devout follower of Aleister Crowley. Got the whole symbol going across his chest. And that in of itself is Masonic. So I believe everything Jaguar Wright has said about this man, because I've been seeing it myself for years. I'm very glad that she's finally starting to speak out, because I've been talking about this shit since 2012. And everybody back then was calling me a conspiracy theorist until now. It's out there for the whole world to see. And if people want to live in the now, they can. If you don't want to believe what you're seeing right here on the damn website, on everything I've shown you, then hey, that means you're choosing to be blind. And this is definitely his Rockaware clothing line. See, they made this video private because it depicted him wearing the Rockaware clothing. So they have it on here, just not Jay-Z wearing it. Masters of the craft. That is definitely a Masonic saying. The Eye of Horus is not exactly evil. Just depends on what energy. Yeah, the Eye of Horus actually is not evil. That's in Kemetic. In comedic beliefs, that's actually a sign of power. But again, if you use it for evil, just like all things, like I said before, everything is energy. Energy can be used for light or for dark. But most definitely, this man, and keep in mind, he's putting this over his left eye, which is also a Masonic symbol. I have never felt anything positive about Jay-Z ever. He has always felt evil and full of darkness. And then we got Rihanna after her Good Girl Gone Bad participating. So when Jonathan Hay was being questioned about whether or not, you know, he believed Rihanna was with the shits, clearly she was. Because why would she even be a part of the album Run This World, pictured here with Jay-Z and Kanye, if she wasn't? People don't participate in things that they don't believe in. So yeah, this man, this music industry shit, y'all, it's very fucking deep. It is. It's very deep. And if I were you, I wouldn't, like me, there's artists that I like, there's artists that I believe in. Like I told you, I definitely, promote Flip because of the fact he's always talking about God and not selling his soul. But there's other artists who I've met who I question their energy and their intention. Are you truly of divine light? And I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about other artists. Are they truly of divine light, or are they hidden in plain sight like these? Like, you really have to wonder, what is their true intention? And what is it that they truly believe? Because if they're following darkness and you're in agreement with that, then unfortunately, so are you. And there's been too much proof. I mean, this man's sitting up cocky as hell wearing this bullshit, showing all the symbolisms, doing all the same things that Aleister Crowley is. But people will get mad when we talk about these things. So I am going to end the live because one, I am tired. Two, I need to unwind, and I'm going to do a spiritual release of energy and all the energies that call themselves coming against the chosen shall fall immediately and be destroyed. Matter of fact, I'm even going to pray for Jaguar, that all the energy that spoke against her today, this evening, and fighting against her and coming against her, Jaguar, you're protected. You know you are. Don't let these people tell you who you are. You know the truth. You see it. That's why you've been exposing him from the inside. I've been seeing it from the outside for over 12 years now. But from the inside, she knows. And what happened to her and other women and all the shit Jay-Z and Diddy and them have done. I mean, Diddy, yeah, Jay-Z, I guess I have to say allegedly, but the things that they have been accused of, they're diabolical because of the type of leadership that they follow. They're all a part of the same community. They're all a part of the same energy. And when it boils down to it, it's the Baphomet. People don't get tattoos of a deity unless they're in agreement with it. So, like I said, my prayer is that the chosen remain vigilant and strong and don't allow the darkness to overtake you. You overcome it. And instead of worrying about what is or isn't witchcraft, you might need to do some research because them Bibles you are following were written by Masons, y'all. I'm gonna just call it what it is. I showed y'all throughout this whole life proof. Every single president is a Mason. I've done the research. I'm just not finna go into all that because it's almost 2:00. But yeah, like start researching shit before you just blatantly and vehemently speak against it. Because those are, I ain't gonna lie, even that type of response, like Joy was saying earlier, that in and of itself is demonic and low vibrational. To be arguing, church people calling themselves holier than thou, but will go to fuck off on you the minute you start talking about spirituality. Oh, that's not a God. Oh, that's witchcraft. But literally, the shit you're doing in those churches is by definition textbook witchcraft. And your very leaders are practicing it behind closed doors. And some of them right in front of y'all asses. Y'all are just blind. Taking up offerings and teaching about tithing and give unto the church and knowing damn well that shit ain't gonna save your soul. The last church I was a member of, they was on that bullshit, prosperity and sowing seeds, and here my ass is, because I was conditioned to going to church and being raised in church, trying to call myself getting back in church, and I'm giving money and sowing seeds until my ass was broke. Gave over $5,000 to that church for that woman to completely shit on me when the pandemic hit and we all got furloughed for 10 months, no income. And people were still giving money through her Facebook ministry, even when the church membership died down. Believing that if you sow a seed, God will give it back to you 100,000 fold and God will bless you. And all y'all doing is fucking embezzling money for free. Because the church is a nonprofit organization that qualifies for grants. So stop following the leader and start being the leader. Y'all be holding on to these religions so hard and have no idea what the origins of them are. For me to have been 11 years old and started researching this shit and seeing it even when I was in religion and a part of it, and trying to get the people around me to see it just for them to look at me crazy when I started questioning it. You know, my parents, my mom calling me the rebellious child. Why you always questioning shit? Well, my mom don't cuss, but why you always question everything? Because something in me was like, it ain't right. I don't see how any of this has to do with us going to heaven. Religious fighting each other, churches fighting each other, you know, pastors in the pulpit going off about this other pastor when all of y'all are corrupt. All of y'all have been accused of sexual abuse of minors and adults, both male and female, by your own members. And some of y'all, your own fucking relatives, you nasty motherfuckers. Your own kids and shit. Just like that video of Kanye kissing his mom on the lips. But all of that's perfectly acceptable, right? But the spiritual awakening is not. Speaking your truth is not. So Queen Jaguar, if you see this live, I salute you. I really do. From the bottom of my heart, I salute you. Thank you for speaking your truth. Thank you for exposing this shit. Because it needs to be exposed so that it will stop. And I pray that Orlando be healed from his trauma, as well as Jaguar and every other victim. I even pray for Diddy's kids, because they're probably being used as pawns and sacrifices and don't even know it. At all times, spiritually protect yourself and protect your energy. And above all, be authentic and be real and speak your truth. And don't let nobody stop you. If God gave you a truth to speak, speak it. Don't let no person or no energy stop it or stop you. Straight up. With that being said, I'm about to end this live because it's almost 2 o'clock. I'm tired. And I'm going to have me some peaceful rest tonight. And all energy, whether currently in my environment or outside of it, please understand you have no power over me. Like how they was coming for Jag in the chat. I don't give a fuck. I expect it. It's not going to stop me, though. As long as I have breath in my body and my throat chakra is cleared, which it is because that's part of what I do in my water manifestation prayer and in my saltwater shower and bath, I'm going to speak my truth. Because somebody's going to hear it and someone's going to awaken. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to Joy. Thank you, everybody who is listening. For those that may have just tuned in, go back and catch the replay, and you'll see all the websites and all the proof that I've presented to show y'all this is not just a gossip channel. This is my channel for me to expose the truth and help bring healing. Again, that's what a true high priestess does. We're brought to bring healing to this earth. So I pray that everybody that listened to this live be healed, that something was said to help you understand that this is a spiritual war and that the chosen, we have to fight. The same way they're not afraid to, blatantly display their deities and all their evil works, we can't be afraid to speak our truth and stand against it. Period. We can't. If you know you're chosen by God, stand in that, stand on that, and walk in it. Walk in your purpose, walk in your truth, and don't let nobody stop you. For those who haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. For those who would like, you can definitely follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. I want to thank all of my subscribers from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Thank you for watching and supporting my channel. And thank you for believing in my channel and in me. Thank you for letting me know and confirming that I am walking in my purpose and on the right path. With that being said, y'all have a good night and have an even better morning.